Hi guys, how you doing? I thought I'd come on today and do a video about just life, about the things that we go through sometimes and the way that we feel about certain things and people, money, men, women, stress, the whole shebang. And I'm just like, I'm fed up of talking about those things. Why can't we talk about happy things that we plan for? Like, let's do a video about how to make things happen. And how to make things happen sometimes is we just have to have a brand new mindset. We have to have a brand new take on things and stop living up to the expectations of society and what we think other people want to see from us. Sometimes you just got to do what you like and what you want and don't care about nobody and nothing else. So today's video is about do your own thing, live your best life, because at the end of the day, you are all that matters and it's your life. So always remember that in anything you want to do, it's your life. Choose you, please yourself, make yourself happy, because that is all you have at the end of the day. No one wants to live a life of regret, wishing that they'd done this and taken that opportunity and just went for it and they didn't, because of fear or rejection or being held back or wondering what other people think. Like, there's no point in that. It's better that you try something and it doesn't work than you don't try it at all. So whatever it is that you want to do, just go for it. Just try it. Just sometimes you've got to be a little bit reckless and throw caution out the window and just do what you want to do, because the biggest successes and progresses, they normally come from spontaneity. They come from just saying, FUCK it. So I'm just here to say, if you're in that mood or that mode and you're feeling like, I've tried everything else, and sometimes playing fair in an unfair world doesn't make any sense. Everybody else is going by, the rules and doing what is there's like what's expected of them. Sometimes you can't play fair and you can't play by the rules, and you've just got to do what you've got to do. So don't be afraid, just do it. People can't hold themselves down for long when in your bones you are a natural born risk taker, but because you have been brought up and conditioned to always do the right thing and do what is expected, that good girl and that nice guy syndrome doesn't really get you anywhere. It doesn't get you results. Nice guys don't come first, good girls don't come first. Sometimes that bipolar attitude and that while out, who gives a shit mentality, that's what is called for.
Yo, Vic, would you let two loving brothers get a moment alone to get reacquainted and shit, know what I'm saying?
Where the fuck am I supposed to go? I know where the fuck I am.
Don't give a fuck where you go. Can't you skinny ass up the school? You're sitting in the motherfucking swing and wait for me.
Swing, motherfucker, that's cold. Get out here.
I'm trying to get some motherfucking money from my brother here. Goddamn it.
What do I look like a fool, motherfucker?
Stick this shit in your mouth. Shit, smoke this shit. Shut
You
the fuck up.
motherfucker, give me a motherfucking light, goddamn.
Here, take this goddamn lighter. Take this goddamn lighter. Can't your motherfucking ass.
You better hurry your ass or you better come back with the motherfucking money, motherfucker. Shit.
Go back in there.
Cold out here.
You fuck, you freeze your motherfucking ass off. Just go.
Shit. Tired of waiting on your motherfucking ass. You better hold
Shit.
my motherfucking ass.
Oh, I like her.
That's what makes people sit up and pay attention to you, and that's what gets you results more time. This whole speaking properly, looking the part. I mean, if it's not really who you are, why are you doing it? Because I teach to be yourself authentically and stand out in a crowd and stop blending in, stop being vanilla, stop trying to keep up with the Joneses when you know, you should just do what you want to do and don't care about it, as long as you're not hurting anyone and as long as you're not disgracing yourself and you're doing it with self-respect and you're keeping your morals and stuff intact. Do what you've got to do. I've been listening and watching a few people speaking on YouTube today, and this is what I've come from. It's like the world is gonna absolutely go crazy because there's so many different people saying so many different things. You can't remember everything. You can't save every video. You cannot put everything into practice. So whatever resonates with you, whatever touches your soul, whatever, you know, you want to try and you know, be adventurous, just do it. You know, just do it at least once. At least you can feel that little bit of fire in your belly, that bit of excitement, because you don't know where it will get you. Might get you the best result of your life. It might teach you the best lesson of your life, but nothing ventured, nothing gained. And yeah, just go for it, I say. I mean, the other day I was like 37 and now I'm 46, and it's like, where's the time gone? But I have done a lot in that time because I'm somebody who lives my own life for myself. But thinking about the people that don't live their own life for themselves, that is worrying and wondering and pondering about the future, my answer is just trust in the universe. To believe in God, trust in God. That is what you have to do sometimes. It doesn't make sense making too many plans and trying to control your every move, because spiritually we're not in control. Our script has been written for us. Whoever believes that or not, you can influence your life path by the decisions you make and the choices you make. And what I mean by that is you could be destined for a road to success, but if you're not keeping up with your learning or you're mixing with people who don't have similar mindsets and ambitions, the second you go into that group of people, your life plan alters. If you don't go into that group of people, you're still on your road to success. And, you know, vice versa. You could be on a road to no man's land, and then you meet somebody who gives you another perspective on how to do something that you wanted to do. So maybe they said, oh, you don't need to go and do that degree for 6 years. You can actually take a short course and achieve it that way. And then you're now not on a road to no man's land. So now you changed your trajectory and you are on a road to success. I mean, come on. There's no right or wrong thing to do. And if you're going to trust your intuition and follow your inner guides, then you have to do what you want to do, or else you'll be following somebody else's path. And that only works if that person has been down the road that you're trying to go down, and they're just giving you, you know, they're holding the light up for you to see down the tunnel as a guide, similar to who I am. Because there's a lot of things that, you know, I problem solve. I've got a high IQ of common sense, and some things are just really not that hard. People seem to make things harder than what they really are nowadays, when things really are just so simple if we want them to be, rather than always going down that complicated road. And the reason why they're complicated is because people just don't want to be their true selves. They want to do things to make it look as if they're not bothered, or look as if they're not wanting it too much, and look as if, and the reality is the person who shows how much they want it, shows how much they want you, shows how much it means to them, they do get what they want at the end of the day. They get ahead. So it's like, why are we pretending to not be bothered, not care so much? Why do we pretend that, you know, it's no big deal? And if it doesn't work out, whatever it is, you know, business, relationships, whatever, then we act like we don't care and it's not a big deal. But deep down, it really is. And that's what we're losing now as a, I don't know if society is the right word, maybe, but that's what we're losing, because people just won't show the realness. And that is what this time, this era kind of says to me, that people don't want to see polished outcomes and things that, you know, go great. They want to see the realness, the struggles, the hardship it took to get there, the vulnerability, speaking from your heart, going, you know, all the way, and not giving up at a sign of any kind of trouble or obstacles. That's what's missing, and that's what we need to do. We need to come back to being our authentic selves and stop playing games, stop the mind games, stop the pretending. You know, that's what it is. All these perfect bodies and everybody having the same look, everybody trying to, or if people that think that life is, you know, Rolex watches and Mercedes cars, like, it's just boring. It's like pumping out factory made people that all look the same, dress the same attitude, same I'm not bothered. It's just boring. Like, where's all my authentic people at? Where's people who, you know, not like, yeah, wear their heart on their sleeve? Where are the people who say it as it is? Where are the people who are not afraid to speak? Where are the people that are not tuned in like a radio, repeating the same thing over and over again? Where are those people? Because those are the people that I want to connect with. People that are not afraid to speak their mind, have their point of view, oppose somebody else's opinion in a friendly debate, not to be, you know, Hitler. But I just think, like, that is really where the magic is at. The magic is there. The magic isn't everyone looking the same and everyone getting these big Brazilian butts and these guys living at the gym 24/7. Just eat a burger. Just have a bar of chocolate. Like, you know, just live in the moment. I'm not saying that you can't go to the gym, be healthy, train, look after yourself. And I'm not saying you can't get a Brazilian if that's what you want. But are you doing it for you? Or are you doing it because you think you're going to make yourself be in a higher category for attraction? That's the thing. Like, if I was a man now, I don't even know what I'd be looking at in a woman. But I don't think it would be like the looks and the body shape and stuff like that, because those things fade. You have to look at what's in the brain, what's in the mind. You know, you have to look at the family genetics. You know, you got to make sure there's not too much cray-cray going on, because we're all touched slightly. And anybody who thinks that they're not touched, that's a problem. But we've all got issues. We've all been raised and there's some kind of defect. And it doesn't make us, you know, bad people or people. Like, none of us are complete. None of us. And that's why it's good to get out in the world and meet other people so that they can shed some light on us and we can shed some light on them and have real conversations. That's why I'm making this video today, because it's just time now for all the idealizing of the celebrities. All those things need to be put to bed. It's like, how long? Like, we see, like, they come out every week, somebody new, some new fashion, some new whatever. Like, create your own fashion. You know, be your own celebrity. Spend your money on yourself and trying to achieve something to leave a legacy behind for your children, or, you know, something. But because that's what they've done. The celebrities have got their brands, their perfumes, their this, their that. We buy them, make them rich, and then we wonder, where did our money go? But if we invested our money in ourselves, and if we invested it in local businesses or arts or, you know, financial investments, we'd be a lot better off. And it's not like you can't. You can if you have the mindset to just start small. And if you have the mindset to do, you know, start small and little by little, and, you know, an hour a day of whatever, could be healthy eating, reading, exercising, consistency, making videos, just being consistent. And it's not easy. I've tried to like be consistent in a lot of things. I do achieve it. Sometimes I don't, and it's because real life takes over, and then I've got to do other things, and then I'm a mom, and then sometimes I just want that time for myself. Then I may need to recharge my batteries, or I'm learning something. So sometimes you got the you got the idea in mind, you got the goal to be consistent on something, and then other things come in and take over. It's about juggling, and it's about learning how to prioritize your time to what is important to you. So yeah, so I'm touching on those little key factors, things that I see around, and things that are just like, sometimes my wish list isn't on Google in a basket on ASOS, River Island, whatever. Those are my shops, by the way. But my wish list isn't there. My wish list is for humanity to just expose themselves. It's like, I just wish that people could just be more real and stay that way. And everybody would actually get on better if you think about it. If you just spoke from your heart, say what you mean what you say, we'd have a much better society, you know. And people would get to filter out things a lot sooner, rather than going around the world. I mean, it's nice to have a challenge, but sometimes you just don't want to be too challenging. You just want to be an open book. And I don't mean like tell your whole life story, but I mean, if you like the color blue, and you just can say, I like the color blue, not because I'm a boy and blue is for a boy, but I just like the color blue. And you don't care about what the reaction is from that. Someone's asked you a question and you've just said what your answer is. I just don't see why things can't be that simple anymore. Why somebody just can't say like, I really like you, you know, like you interest me and I want to get to know you more, without the other person taking it and running away and thinking that they're now a superhero because somebody likes them. It's like, don't you want to be liked? Don't you want someone to find you interesting? If they're not your cup of tea, they're not your type, then tell them like, yeah, we can do that as friends, or no, we can't. But I think if that was the response to somebody saying that they like someone, and somebody was just open enough to say, yeah, I do, no, I don't, the rejection for people out there nowadays wouldn't be that hard, because you're not gonna get everything you want, and who you like is not always gonna like you. But if people can just learn to have a heart and learn to have like empathy more, and even think about like their children. Like imagine if your son and daughter put their vulnerability out there to somebody and said, you know, I really like you, or I really want to work with you, or I really admire what you're doing, can you teach me or help me? And a person gave them a look like no, or said, or, you know, was just really insensitive in the answer that they gave the person after they've just bared their soul. It's going to be harder now for that person to do it again. You wouldn't want someone to treat your son or your daughter like that. So I just think don't put that energy out there, because it does take a lot for us, male and female, to open up and say what we want and how we feel about people. And to me, that is why we're here on this earth. We're here to create. And you can only create another human being by establishing a common goal, relationship factor, a liking, an interest for someone. And then, I mean, you do have some people, though, I'm not gonna lie, where they just know, like, this person's out of my league, but they still try. But God loves a trier. And, you know, you've got to try, because if you don't, then you're just wondering and thinking, you know, if I say, like, I tried with that man or that woman, would I have got them? So you have to kind of rate the person who, you know, is punching above the ideal, I suppose. But saying that, I know people, I know male and females who are really good looking and their partners are not. And it's all because they're not going for looks. And that's what a lot of people are doing nowadays. They're going for looks and they're missing the source in the person. There's more than looks and stuff to people. You have to go for other things. It's like, I don't want to sit down with a good looking guy that can't make me laugh. Or I don't want, even if he can't make me laugh, but he's got something interesting about him. But I'm not just going to be going out with you because you look good. Attraction is important, but I might be attracted to your mind, your brain. Because I am a sapphophile, which means I'm attracted to people's intelligence, people who can hold a conversation, teach me something I didn't know, or I can brainstorm with them, come up with ideas, like stuff like that. So yeah, I say just be real, be yourselves. That's what I say.